what's interesting about this 2021 49ers team is that it has no run game. And you could say, well, the running backs are hurt. All I heard for half a decade is that anyone could run for 100 yards a game in this system. I could do
Yep.
it.
Yep.
All of a sudden, that's not the case. And I just reviewed the all 22 with Jack Hammer. It's not that Trey Sermon sucks. It's not that. It's that the book is out on this scheme. And I just want to tell you real quick. Like, I asked Jimmy Garoppolo today, 2 games in a row, you're struggling to run the ball. Is it just like the fronts that you're seeing? What is it? And what I really admire about, I really respect about Jimmy right now, he's very candid.
Yeah,
It's
he
like
doesn't care.
I could be gone. Let me just tell you. Why would I not tell you? Who am I trying to impress? They already wrote me off. I love it. I love Jimmy. I really personally like. I'm gonna talk about that later. But he says it's not that the fronts are checkmate for us. It's that we're not prepared for them. He said this today. Hold on. Who is? I'm getting robocalls left and right. Spam risk. Spam risk. Stop. It is 7:13. All right. So Jimmy Garoppolo says it's not that it's like there's some front that we can't answer to. It's that we're not prepared for it. He said this today. He said we're going through practice all week with the coaches basically saying, okay, these are the fronts you're going to see. This is what they do. And then we get in the game and it's not that at all.
Oh my gosh.
And it's like, well, we need to adjust on the fly, and we're not. I think that's just a freaking great answer. Thank you, Jimmy. So what I'm hearing from Jimmy is that Kyle watches the film and thinks, okay, these defenses are going to continue to do what they do. But what's happening is that there is a scouting report on the Niners run game. And it's like, if you want to stop the Niners offense, it's a run first offense. You need to shut down that run game. And if you want to shut it down, you need to play a 3-4 defense with a 5-man front. And what we've seen the last 2 weeks is teams that aren't necessarily 3-4 teams, aren't necessarily teams that play that stuff, do it. And
Yep.
they're being very game plan opponent specific, whereas a lot of defenses like the Niners do what they do. They just play their stuff. So what the Niners are going to have to realize is that like teams are going to change up things to take away what they do. And that's just what it's going to be like. And you need to not take that for granted and find a solution. That's what I thought was very interesting.
Yeah, I find that very interesting. I also would say this again on the blame pie, back on Shanahan during the offseason. Shouldn't you, and at this point, being 5 years into being a head coach and however many years into running an offense, you kind of know what stops your offense or
Yep.
what worst case scenario is.
You should
Like
know.
in case of emergency, break glass.
Yeah.
Why don't you have that prepared? It seems
Yeah.
like he comes in, he scripts his plays, he runs his plays no matter what. And that's what it is. Last week was a great example of that against Philadelphia. They had this screen pass that they ran to Kittle that got nothing. I think it was on finally their third drive. He ran that as if the running game had been working. Like that was a play that is set up by other plays working that didn't work, and he still ran it. And of course, it didn't work. I don't know, man. Is he really an offensive genius, or once the book is out on him, like that's it? Like the gimmick is up, man. Like the league is caught up to you. The talent isn't there. Something's got to give, but there's something
When I
vastly
watch the
different.
film, I watch a run game that doesn't work. And so the play action game isn't there. And what the Niners are reduced to is drop back passing, which is not the strength of their offensive line. And Jimmy Garoppolo is throwing these passes to Debo and Ayuk over the middle, and you're like, man, these guys are getting lit up. And it's because no one respects him throwing down the field. That was my first reaction. But then I watched the all 22, and there are no routes down the field. The design of this offense is strange to me. And it's easy to point the finger at Jimmy, but if there's nowhere even to go down the field, how can you blame him? Like, what's he supposed to do? Kyle, what is going on? Honestly, when I watched the all 22 with Kyle, my reaction is are you mailing it in? Like, do you want to coach this team? What is this? Because in the past, it was a joy to watch the film of your offense. It was a
Mm-hmm.
joy. Your runs, your play action passes, the way you would get big plays, guys wide open. It's like college stuff. You don't see that kind of openness in the NFL. And now it's like, dude, what the hell is that, man? You're better than this, is the way I look at it. You're better than this. And the fact that this is what you're reduced to makes you like, do you want to coach here? Is this some kind of like passive aggressive, pouty, I didn't get what I wanted? I don't think anyone really understands where Kyle's coming from right now, but it's
No,
very strange.
it is very strange. But I'll tell you, when he does bring in some exotic pre-snap stuff and actually has a little fun with his offense, it's when Trey comes in.
That's
Every
true.
time Trey comes in, they pick. He was in for 3 plays, I think, this last game. They got a touchdown and 2 first downs on the plays that he was in.
That's
Pre-snap,
true.
very exotic, a lot of movement, a lot of fun, a lot of motion, rolling out,
Mhm.
whatever. It was fun to watch. But then it's gone again as soon as Jimmy plays. And yeah, again, Jimmy has limitations. We understand that. But you're not doing him any favors. If he can't stretch the field vertically, right? Why, when you get in third down, are you doing these bunch formations where
Yeah,
every receiver is horizontally close to the line of scrimmage? So now you're telling the defense, not only can we not go vertical, but we're not even going to go horizontal. Just stay in the middle and you've got
right.
us bagged.
Exactly.
It's the strangest thing to
It
watch,
is
man.
very strange.